Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition that is aimed strictly and exclusively at people who want to manifest better. We manifest all day long, all the time. You know those times when you go, I was just thinking about them. I was just thinking about that, and it shows up. That's manifesting. But very often it's done on a subconscious level, which all manifesting is basically done. It comes from your subconscious. But in these kinds of cases, we're not even aware, and yet we still manifest. It's when we want to manifest something that we get difficult because we keep standing in our own way. So this is here to help you. You have one picture on the screen for the next 12 minutes or so. That's all you're going to get. I want to minimize the visual stimulation. I want the pictures to come from your head. I want the pictures to come from your imagination. My job is to inspire you. So let's get to it. 2 rows, the middle card and the bottom row. Middle card and the upper row are the first and last cards in the reading. They are instrumental, important. Let's get to it. First row, middle card, soulmates. Now, in a usual tarot reading, when you run into a card like that, you're thinking, oh, well, geez, I'm going to connect with somebody on a deeper level, or maybe for the first time, don't know. But there will be that soul connection. Here, when we're doing manifesting, that connection is with yourself. What you are doing is connecting to a deeper part of yourself, or at least you have the opportunity. In every reading, you can always pass on the energy, say, nah, I don't want to do it. That's fine. Whether you choose in, out, that's your option. But in this case, soulmates, in regard manifesting, means that you are connecting to a deeper part of yourself. And you're doing it consciously. That's the cosmic connection, okay? You are connecting body and soul. Very powerful combination. So let's see how you're going to do this. First card, bottom row all the way to the left, 10 of Wands. You're going to drop down all of expectations. In other words, when we grow up, we are given a set of expectations as part of our socializing, right? You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. And in recent years, it's been, you're supposed to think this way and you're not supposed to think at all, whatever. So these are social expectations. And the 10 of Wands says, guess what? I have had enough of social expectations. They have done little for me except made my life much more difficult, much more painful, much more uncertain. So I am putting down other people's expectations. That doesn't mean I'm going to be a jerk or an idiot or anything like that, but I am going to live by my set of values. I'm going to be connecting with me. That's that soulmate connection, right? I'm going to connect body and spirit and start operating in unit. And when that happens, you create magic. The Magician is realizing your potential, of course, right? Resourcefulness, determination. When you make that connection, that cosmic connection, 3D and 5D, that is like plugging in an electrical piece of equipment into the wall, into the plug. It's got the juice, got the energy. And that's what's happening with you. When you're connecting the 3D to the 5D, you got magic, you got power. And the first step to getting that power is to putting down social expectations. Again, doesn't mean you're acting like a jerk. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that you are more honest with yourself about yourself, and that reflects in everything that you do. And that honesty comes from a love of yourself. That is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is emotional strength, friendships, maybe even new relationships. But again, I don't think it is with someone else. I believe this cosmic connection, the soulmate connection, is you with your soul. Because the way we live, we are disconnected from ourselves. We've been trained to shut off that inner voice and do what society tells you to do. You go to school, you get the job that we want, you make this much amount of money, this is this and this, you buy this kind of car, you get this house. The Ten of Wands says, I'm done with that. The minute that you give that up, their expectations of you, you get this magician power. You begin to love yourself. And again, the next cup or the next card in the bottom row is the Three of Cups. In a normal tarot reading, that might indicate a party of three in a relationship or something to do with relating to others. But again, we're talking about manifesting. We're talking about soulmates. We're talking about the cosmic connection. Three of Cups says it perfectly. Mind, body, spirit, all working in unison. The minute that you give up the expectations, the things that you've been told, you begin to look at them, you gain power. You love yourself more. You connect with yourself more. Let's go up to the upper row here, all the way to the left, Nine of Pentacles. This is what makes it all work. The Nine of Pentacles is like a mini Queen of Pentacles. This gal has it all. Now, if you were to look at the card, you go, well, geez, look at all that Pentacles. She's got all that luxury around her and all that stuff. Yeah, she's got money, lots of money. As I've said ad nauseum, and I realize for people who've listened that I've said this plenty, but it's important, especially living in a capitalist society. Money is not nearly as valuable as we have been taught. It's one of those wands, those Ten of Wands, one of the expectations. It's not that important. It can't buy you health, can't buy you happiness, can't buy you friendship, can't buy you love, can't buy you purpose, can't buy you peace. I mean, when you get right down to the real important stuff in life, you go, oh yeah, but I got to eat, and I got to have my car, and I got to have my house, and I got to have my... It's one of the Pentacles. And that Pentacle is one of the wands that you got to put down. People's expectations. They're telling you stuff. It benefits them. It doesn't benefit you. If money doesn't buy you peace, and from the people who I have talked to who are very wealthy, some of them hundreds of millions, I don't know, I don't think I've ever talked to a billionaire, but you get the idea. There's not so much peace. They're worried about people trying to steal from them all the time. Mike Tyson, the fighter, said that after he came out of prison, he realized that those 3 years in prison were the most peaceful years of his life. He said, I don't have any money. Nobody wants anything from me. And that's how he lives to this day. He said, all those millions I made in the ring, all they did was put a lot of pressure on me. Nine of Pentacles understands what's valuable to her, not to necessarily anybody else. And because of that, she's solid. The stronger your principles, the better your life is. Not necessarily easier, but the better your life is, and the quality of your life is tremendously improved. To do that, though, you need a little hermit energy. You need a little insight. You need to look inside, see what really is important. And the card from that is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is just bickering. Wands are excitement, enthusiasm. I mean, Wands energy is not halfway. It's all the way or nothing. Okay? And so the Five of Wands is bickering and really making a lot of noise about it, but there's no point to it. There's no winner, no loser. And even if you win, you didn't win anything. It's just a lot of noise. It's a lot of interference. Five of Wands. That's why the Ten of Wands, you put all those burdens down. You go, I don't have to fight. I mean, take a look at society today. We're so divided, which is the plan. House divided shall not stand. They want us divided, fighting one another. They want that Five of Wands energy. That's why you have to be the Ten of Wands and just say, no, I'm done. I'm done. Doesn't mean you have to agree with him if you don't agree with him. But the problem is people don't know why they do what they do. They don't know why they believe what they believe. They don't know what they've been told. This is how you should act. This is what you should think. This is what you should say. And so they go, oh, okay, yeah. And they find that that doesn't work. And as time goes on, we're finding out that most of those kinds of things have just been lies. They support the power structure, do not support you. And the Ten of Wands says, no, I want my power back. I want my ultimate power. I want my magician power with me. I want to love myself. I want to be connected 3D, 5D. I want to be a unit. I want to know what's important to me and step forward in my life. Quit the fighting, quit all this stuff that doesn't amount to anything. And the next two cards are the last two cards, and they're exactly the same card. Different decks, but same card, Seven of Swords. That's the first one. Seven of Swords says, take what's true to you and leave. And you can't tell on the card, although you might just be able to. He takes 5, leaves 2. That's significant because 2 are always decisions. They are making a decision not to leave something behind, but to take what is true, what is real, what is honest to them. And then the final card is again the Five of Wands, Five of Swords. It's the same thing as the Five of Wands, by the way. Five of Swords is a hollow victory. You sacrifice your integrity. It's giving you up to society. Saying, whatever you tell me, I'm going to do. I don't stand for anything. I don't know anything. You tell me, I'll do it. And you don't get anything out of the deal. And what that does is just foster more noise, more irritation, more conflict for nothing other than it keeps us separated from one another. And it's interesting that the last few cards have to do with separation and bickering. Not what you'd get if you are a soulmate to yourself. The minute you make that mind, body, spirit connection, you become your soulmate. You got that cosmic connection. Everything falls into place. It's much better. That's the read for today. Back tomorrow again with another Tao Manifesting Tarot reading. I'm here every day, 365, so if we have a chance to get together tomorrow, I'll look forward to it. If not, between now and the next time we do get together to do tarot, peace and blessings.